Hi, welcome to Model Yoga. I'm Yogi Troy, and in this season of Model Yoga, we'll be focusing on the chakra system. The chakras are the energy centers in your body, and each of the 7 chakras corresponds to different mental, energetic, and emotional qualities that are within you. There are 7 episodes to correspond with each of the chakras. We'll be increasing your awareness of these energy centers while strengthening, toning, lengthening, and balancing your body and your mind. As a model, gaining awareness of your physical body, your energy, your emotions, and your thoughts will help you to feel more present, calm, balanced, and ready to achieve your maximum potential. Whether you're a beginner or advanced yogi, always remember to listen to your body, move at your own pace, and take the postures as far as is comfortable for you. I'm Yogi Troy, and this is Model Yoga. Today's focus is the 3rd chakra, or the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura chakra. The 3rd chakra is the energy center of self-will, power, and intention. When this energy center is balanced, there is a sense of being comfortable in one's own skin, and you'll have a healthy sense of willpower. In today's poses, we're going to be working on building your confidence and fire inside of you that will drive you throughout your modeling career. We're going to get started in a comfortable seated position. You can either find a position on your knees or a cross-legged position, and you can just allow your eyes to close, roll your shoulders back and down and away from your ears. Connect with your breath. Deep inhales and slow exhales. As a model, you have to look confident walking down the runway, but there may also be times in your career when you're asked to look vulnerable or shy. You can create these looks on the outside for the camera and still maintain your inner strength and confidence and knowing who you really are. That you are confident, powerful, and able to take charge when you need to. Today we're going to work on building that confidence and stoking the fire that lies inside of you. You can allow your eyes to open. Make any adjustments to your comfortable seated position. We're going to get started with a breathing exercise today, or a pranayama, called Kapalabhati, or breath of fire. It's trying to increase heat in your physical body, but also will energetically give you confidence. So long, tall spine. With this breath, we're only focusing on the exhales. So let's bring your fingertips towards your belly button. And as you exhale, it's going to be just a sharp, thrusting exhale out of your nose. So your mouth is closed and the exhale is like this. Try that one more time. Inhale and now at the same time that you're exhaling out of the nose, you're going to pull your belly button in towards your spine. So you'll exhale and pull your belly button in. We don't focus on the inhale just happens naturally. So try again, exhale, and then let your belly relax. Exhale and relax. Exhale, and then we try and find a rhythm. So we're just practicing. Once you have that down, we'll relax your hands down, roll your shoulder blades back and down and away from your ears. We'll set this up by taking a full inhale, or 100% inhale. We'll exhale everything out. And we take a 75% inhale before we get started with the Kapalabhati, so we have some room for the breath to enter into our lungs. So let's exhale everything out. You can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. Deep inhale, try and inhale fully 100% of your lungs. And then it's just a soft open mouth exhale. This time we inhale to 75%. Inhale 75%. And then we start the Kapalabhati. Go at the pace that works for you. We're going to try and do 10 more. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your eyes closed and take a deep inhale. And then just a soft open mouth exhale. Receive the effects. We're actually going to do 2 rounds. The second round we're going to do, try and get to 30. So bring your awareness back to your inhale and your exhale. Exhale everything out. Deep inhale through your nose. Inhale up to 100%. Soft open mouth exhale. 75% inhale. And then Kapalabhati. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale, 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 and have a slight hold at the top of your inhale. And then just allow a soft open mouth exhale. Pausing just for a moment to receive the effects of your Kapalabhati, your breath of fire. And we'll just slowly make your way to a neutral tabletop position. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, knees out to about hip width apart. Curl your toes under, and we'll press back to down dog. Settle in. We'll do a little bit more breathing here. Find stillness. With your inhale, soften your knees down to the mat. Bend your knees. Exhale and extend. Inhale and soften your knees, and then exhale and extend. We'll do 3 more. Inhale down. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down last time, forceful exhale. Inhale, look up in between your hands. Gradually walk your feet up in between your hands. We'll take a gentle inhale to a flat back. And exhale in a fold forward. And inhale and reverse swan dive all the way up towards standing. Flow your palms down into your heart center. And we're going to be right back with some more energizing postures. In this next set of postures, we're going to get moving, so prepare to sweat a little bit. We'll be moving through a sequence of postures called the sun salutation. There are many variations of the sun salutation, and today we'll be going over just a couple. During your movements, try to think about the energy and fire of the sun, but also think about the fire that burns inside of you, your drive to be anything you want to be. We're going to get started in standing today. Connect with your inhales and your exhales. When your next inhale comes, float your arms up and overhead. Just to connect with your breath, exhale your hands back down in the direction of your hips. We'll get started with Chandrasana today. So Chandrasana is moon pose. We'll interlace all of the fingers except the index fingers. So just releasing the index fingers. Bring your biceps back in the direction of your ears, not going past, just hovering the biceps right around the ears. Bring your toes towards the center of your mat. And we'll just start by scratching your back up against an imaginary wall behind you. Begin with gentle movements before we go into the full expression of the posture. We'll come back towards neutral. Root down through the soles of your feet. Try and keep the pressure in your feet 50-50, left and right. We'll start by going towards your right today. So gradually start to tilt towards your right. We're working on lengthening the left side of your torso. So lengthening from the left hip, the left rib cage, all the way up and out of your fingers. We'll try and take one more inhale, find a little bit more length. Exhale. And then when your inhale comes, we'll float back up. We'll bring your hands into your heart center just to give your shoulders a little breather. And we'll go right to the other side. Inhale the arms up and overhead. On an exhale, drift towards your left. Opening up the opposite side. We'll be trying to breathe into the right rib cage and feel length. Right hip to the right shoulder. All the way up and out of the fingers. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Last exhale. And then when your inhale comes, float right back up to standing. Release your hands and bring your hands down in the direction of your hips. You can roll the shoulders back. And then on your next inhale, float the arms up and overhead up to extended mountain or Utthita Tadasana. And with your exhale, swan dive forward. Coming into Uttanasana, or a standing forward fold. With an inhale, find a halfway lift or a long flat back, long spine. With your exhale, soften your knees, plant your hands, step both feet back to high plank. So there's different variations of plank. High plank with the knees up, you want a strong straight line from your heels to your hips to your shoulders and out of the crown of your head. Or you can find modified plank. We still have a strong straight line, but now it's from the knees to the hips to the shoulders and out of the crown of the head. With your exhale, we'll lower all the way down towards your mat. Glide your elbows past your ribs. Uncurl your toes, and we'll set up for baby cobra pose. So for baby cobra pose, your hips are on the mat, your chest is on the mat, and then exhale and inhale and peel your chest up off of the mat. There's little to no pressure in the hands, so you should be able to hover your hands just slightly. They're kind of there for balance. Your gaze is nice and soft towards the front. Take one more inhale and find a little bit more lift. Awesome. When your exhale comes, we'll lower down. And then with the transition to tabletop, you can either roll up and over your feet to down dog, or you can float through tabletop and then press back to down dog. Send your hips high, let your heels drift as low as they want to drift today. We'll go through the next variation of the sun salutation. Inhale, look up in between your hands. When you're ready, walk both feet up in between your hands. Inhale up to a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale and fold forward. Try and make each exhale count. Inhale and reverse swan dive all the way up towards standing. Exhale is just a simple circle of your hands, and we're going to keep moving. Exhale the hands down in the direction of your hips. With your inhale, float the arms right back up and overhead. Swan dive, lead with your heart. Exhale into Uttanasana, or standing forward fold. Inhale is a flat back. This is just a repetition of the same thing. With your exhale, soften your knees, plant your hands, step both feet back to high plank, knees up, or low plank, knees down. For this version, we're going to lower just halfway down. So bend the elbows and try and lower just halfway down. So your elbows are at about a 90-degree angle, and then we'll inhale up to up dog. So for up dog, the wrists are directly beneath the shoulders. And you're really trying to roll the shoulders back, find a long, tall spine. And you can even try and squeeze a little imaginary pencil back between your shoulder blades. Here we're lengthening everything from the tips of your toes all the way up and out of the crown of your head. Transition to down dog either through tabletop or just floating up and over your feet. Exhale. With your inhale, look up in between your hands. Same transitions, walk both feet up in between your hands. Inhale is to a flat back. Exhale, unfold. Gradually get into a rhythm with your breath. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to Utthita Tadasana. Exhale, let the hands drift down in the direction of your hips. Great job. Inhale, your arms right back up. Exhale, dive forward, swan dive. Inhale is to a flat back. Exhale, soften your knees, plant your hands, step both feet back to high or modified plank. Now it's your choice to either lower all the way down to the mat and do baby cobra, or just to lower halfway down and inhale up to up dog. Exhale is back to down dog, choosing your transition through tabletop or rolling up and over your feet. Last one, inhale and draw your gaze up in between your hands, walk your feet up in between your hands. Same thing, inhale to a flat back. Exhale and fold. This is where I really want you to own your practice. Inhale and reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Move with your breath. Exhale the arms back down. Great job. Inhale the arms up. Exhale and swan dive forward. Your breath, your movement. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, soften your knees, plant your hands. Take your variation, knees up or knees down. Lower all the way down or halfway down. And inhale up to baby cobra, cobra or up dog. Exhale is right back to down dog. Now feel free to hold in down dog, or you can release to child's pose. While you're in either one of the postures, try and focus on the cooling energy of the Chandrasana pose or the moon pose, and also focus on the warming fire energy of the sun salutation. We'll be right back. Now we're going to be moving on to some warrior postures so you can find your inner confident warrior. To be a model, you have to be courageous, brave, and always believe in yourself. So gather up your energy, feel the warrior within you, and we'll meet you in down dog. Exhale everything out in down dog. With your next inhale, float your right heel high to a three-legged down dog. We're trying to keep your hips squared down towards the mat and a strong straight line from your right wrist to your right hip and all the way out of your right heel. When your exhale comes, step your right foot up in between your hands. We'll find a low lunge, and we're setting up for warrior one. Try and maintain the right knee above your right ankle, and then pivot your left heel down towards the mat. The left toes are off at a 45-degree angle. And inhale and float your arms up. Make any adjustments to where you'd like your right foot to land, wherever feels comfortable for your right knee. Grow long and tall out of the spine. And then we'll come into Kapalabhati, the same thing we did at the beginning of the practice with the pulsing of the stomach and thrusting exhales out of the nose. So inhale 3/4 of the breath, and then 3 stomach pulses. Inhale, inhale. Take a deep inhale, and then we'll transition into warrior two with your exhale. For warrior two, you're walking your right foot over so that your feet are on a tightrope, and all of the joints are in one line. Subtle tucking of the tail. And there's just subtle little adjustments, trying to stack your shoulders above your hips. Strong legs. Belly button drawn in towards your spine. With your next inhale, flip your hands up. And then we'll start to do some gentle bicep curls. Exhale and pull. Inhale and extend. Exhale and pull. Inhale and extend. Exhale and pull. 2 more. Inhale fully, make every breath count. Exhale, pull. Inhale and reach. Exhale and pull. This time, inhale and reach. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Freeze your legs. And then inhale and find reverse warrior. For reverse warrior, you're trying to lengthen from the right hip to the right rib cage, all the way up and out of the right middle finger. Choose your next exhale to cartwheel your hands down to a low lunge. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. And then I'm going to ask Seki and Barbie to do a modified version here, lowering the left knee down. And we'll open up with a gentle twist, taking your left hand down, right hand up. And Summer and Kimmy will be doing a fuller version with the back knee up. Floating the right hand up, pressing down to lift. Feeling nice and open in your chest. And then for a modified version of side plank, Barbie and Seki will be floating the right foot back, reaching up to the sky, and then Kimmy and Summer will do the full version of side plank. This takes a lot of core strength, helps you to build your confidence, building your arm strength, trying to reach up and touch the sky. Last inhale. And then with your exhale, it'll be a slow transition down to tabletop. Pause just for a moment there to set up for down dog. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and push the mat away from you. Just going to keep moving. Inhale, your left heel high. We'll switch to the other side. When your exhale comes, step your left foot up in between your hands. We'll set up for warrior one on the opposite side. Be the same postures. Pivot your right heel down. Inhale, your arms up. Find your breath when you exhale. Take a 3/4 inhale. We'll set up for Kapalabhati breathing. 3 pulses. Inhale. Inhale. Take 1 more deep inhale, and we'll transition to warrior two. Aligning all of the joints. Take a full inhale. Flip your palms face up, and then find the bicep curls with your exhale. Inhale and extend, lengthen the collarbones. Exhale, biceps getting stronger. Inhale and reach. Exhale, great job. 2 more. Inhale and reach. Exhale and pull. 1 more. Inhale and reach. Exhale and pull. This time, inhale and reach. Exhale, relax your shoulders. And then inhale and find reverse warrior. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Make this the fullest inhale you've taken all practice, and then choose your exhale and cartwheel your hands down to a low lunge. Take the modifications you did on the opposite side, knee up or knee down, and then we're going to find the twist. Press the right hand down, let your left hand float up to the sky. Pressing down while still lifting up, feeling a full opening of the chest. And then take your modified version of side plank or full version of side plank. There's no rush to get there. Take your time. Float the left foot back. Keep breathing. Really go for it. Push yourself to lift the hip a little higher. Maybe even try and float your left foot. Last inhale. And then with your exhale back down to tabletop. Take one full inhale. Rest in child's pose. You deserve a nice break after all of that movement. We're going to be right back with some more core strengthening postures. Welcome back. We only have a few postures left before we get you into a relaxation pose. First, we're going to strengthen your core a little bit more, and then we're going to lengthen those same muscles with another posture to give you that long, lean look that all models are looking for. From child's pose, inhale up to a neutral tabletop, and lift up to plank. Curl your toes under, lift your knees up. Strong straight line from your heels to your hips to your shoulders. Then we're going to move into forearm plank. This is going to be challenging, but we're almost to the end. Lower your elbows down to the mat. Palms are face down. Wrists are about shoulder distance apart. Really try and press through your heels and breathe. Feel the fire building in your core. Strong legs. If you can imagine trying to pull your toes towards your elbows, contracting the entire front side of your body. Take one more deep inhale. You can do it. Deep inhale. And then when your exhale comes, lower down to your mat. Lower your knees. Great job. We'll press up to a tabletop. And we're going to make your way to seated. Swinging your legs around. Try and extend your legs out towards the front edge of your mat. Walk your heels all the way up, and then bring the soles of your feet to the mat. We're going to set up for boat pose, another really good core strengthener. We'll be moving through 4 different variations. So for the first one, float your arms towards the front, palms face up, and then lean back just to about a 45-degree angle. Try and roll your chest open, and let your gaze just drift towards the top front corner of the room. Great job. Keep breathing there. And the next step of this, we're going to have Barbie remain here. The next step, we're all going to float your feet up and then cup your hands underneath your thighs. Trying to keep the shins nice and parallel to the floor. And Seki's going to stay here. We're going to have Summer keep her shins parallel, release the hands. And then Kimmy's going to come into the full version of boat pose. Try and take one big deep inhale, open your chest. One more deep inhale, find your full expression, roll your chest open. And then exhale and lower the feet down. Awesome job. Come back to seated, and we'll inhale your arms up and overhead. And then with your next exhale, lower all the way down towards your mat. We'll set up for a relaxing posture in supported bridge. So reaching for your block. We're trying to place the block right underneath your sacrum. So bring the soles of your feet to the mat, lift your hips up, and then place the block right underneath your sacrum. You're trying to avoid contact of the block with your spine, and try not to get it too low on your hips so it's down by the tailbone. Try and keep it right in between. Once you've found stability here with the block, extend your legs long. If that's not comfortable, just come back to the feet on your mat. Deep inhales and nice slow exhales. Allow yourself to relax here and take in all of the benefits and effects of your efforts today. Feel the rise and fall, and allow yourself to find comfort in being who you are and being comfortable in your skin. Each exhale surrendering a little bit deeper. Feeling the lengthening happening in your hip flexors, the muscles, connecting your legs up to your hips. We'll take one more deep inhale. Feel a gentle stretch from the tips of your toes all the way up to the shoulders. And to release, bring the soles of your feet back to the mat. Lift your hips up slightly, slide the block out from underneath you. Lower your hips down towards the mat. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Reach your arms up and overhead, extend your legs long. And exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle little squeeze. And we'll roll over to your side. And just press your way up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed. Long, tall spine, deep inhales and slow exhales. Take a deep breath down into your solar plexus and core. Feel all of the strength you've developed. Feel the confidence vibrating out of your center, yourself. Allow your eyes to open. Excellent work today. You worked really hard and hopefully you broke a sweat. A great teacher, BKS Iyengar, once said, in order to get out of your head, you have to break a sweat. And we hope that you did both of those today. Make sure to drink plenty of water. Take care of your new, powerful, and confident self. Until next time, I'm Yogi Troy, and this is Model Yoga. Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah, to have me, you to